Hello, Leos. Am I bored? No, I'm not bored. Welcome to your monthly reading. I know without further ado, I do realize it has taken some extra time, but when the spirit moves me, that's when I go. Okay. Sorry about the video quality. I'm not really sure what is the situation. Um, I already laid your cards for you, trying to reduce the time I spend shuffling. Okay. In the meantime, though, if you don't mind, please do hit like and subscribe on the channel. Leave a comment or share the video if you know the information will help. These are predictive readings. The timeline might be coming up. Okay. Um, the rules of tarot, you do know. It could be happening to you. It could be happening, you doing it to someone else. Okay. Without further ado, though, live called Bless. Welcome home. Peace, Your Highness. Okay. So, Leos in the first position here. First thing you have here is the Wheel of Fortune, Miss Leo. You heard your name being called. So, what does this mean for your love? I kind of even remember at the end of August reading, there was like a past people coming back around. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse in your love life means something from the past is coming back around again. This time you're going to have to address the issue with some diplomacy. Okay, the first 10 days, it seems like you have to wonder what good fortune is it that you actually have that made these people come back around. I feel like, personally, I got apologies. I got people came back around just to do more nonsense. I mean, you don't know, but it is what it is. Here's the other thing for your money. When this card, the Wheel of Fortune, is in reverse, this is like a reminder. Don't try to don't gamble too much or do too much crazy stuff. Stick to your tried and true methods, I kind of feel like your old haunts, your old hustles are coming back around the first 10 days of September. Mr. DJ, I see you. I'm recording YouTube videos, so forgive me if I'm not quick to reply. I'm on Leo right now. Okay, Leo, first 10 days of August in the heart space. You've got the Ace of Swords here in reverse as well. So yeah, it's like, remember I was saying some people came back around only to just piss you off and offend you again, now you're considering, like, before maybe you used to hold a little blame for these people, just leaving it open-ended. Maybe it'll work, maybe it can't work. And now you're seeing like, oh wow, you really have like no good intentions. You're really considering, okay, if this is how it's going to be, I'd rather not deal with you at all. No shade, but I'm over that whole life. You know what I mean? Now you get into the truth of the matter, and it doesn't even feel like they were even straight up enough to just tell you what it was, like, full of crap. Full of crap. As far as your money goes, in the heart of hearts, it feels like you are just considering, like, You might have had big plans, big dreams for a new way of doing business, and it it felt like tougher than necessary. It might not be worth the hassle. Um, However, just because one person didn't like the idea doesn't mean that you should give up altogether. Okay. You also have the 10 of Wands here in reverse. It's crazy because I turned all of these cards upright and then I shuffled them. So, you know, with tarot, you got to know that this is like someone giving you the forecast. Like, it's going to be 75 and sunny. To some people, that's pleasant. To some, that's unbearably hot. Depends on yourself. And you have free will, right? Okay. So, the 10 of Wands here in reverse. I feel like this is happening. Well, in my experience, this is happening to me, where someone kind of didn't even give you a chance to speak. Like they just, out of sight, out of mind, walked out the door and didn't even bother to reply to your text, like left you on red kind of thing. You might have done this to them as well. This could be happening vice versa, where you, my friend Leo, just aren't even giving them a chance to speak again. You're not even here for it. Like, you don't even care if they have anything else to say. Also, for your money, when this card shows up, this is a good indicator that you have to watch yourself from becoming a hoarder, being greedy. Like, it's one thing if you're trying to save, but are you being, Ebenezer Scrooge for no reason? If you try to hold on to too much, you end up dropping everything. Okay. So that's the first 10 days. Coming into the middle of the month, maybe even around the 15th or so, you've got the 5 of Swords here in reverse. I'm a Leo, so I'm not happy about this guy in my life. This 5 of Swords, I'm just like, please leave me alone. But it feels like after all that, they went silent, they ghosted you. It seemed like as soon as you decided, like, to hell with them, even though it still will bug you a bit, like, why didn't we diplomatically resolve it? Like, if you don't want to talk to me, we can't go further. Let's have the conversation. But here they come back around. With this 5 of Swords here in reverse, they come right back around. And I think that they might have been caught up in their head, and you're just more concerned about, like, respect. Like, if you respect me, you wouldn't treat me like that. I don't know how you think I was going to react to whatever it is that got you feeling like you need to act like so childish or, run away from me. You can't deal with your feelings. I don't know what your problem is, but from now on, like, if you have a problem, just say, listen, I'm having a problem. Okay. I'm going to need a little while. I'll get back to you when I'm a little bit more relaxed and ready to talk. Okay. Like, you don't got to be all childish and not answering my text messages. Like, I'm bigger than that. I'm much more stable than that. And maybe if that is something in our history, whatever, but it just feels like there's a chance, like, towards the middle of the month that somebody comes back around. And it just feels like a new balance in the relationship. The dynamic has, really changed, where it's like, I thought you were going to chase me. Well, I thought you were going to be smarter than that. When this is here in your money situations, it feels like, like some of the bad feelings or whatever you had about money making ventures or things like that, like you kind of understand sometimes it's just like, this is what you got to do to get the money, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, how, this is a capitalist society. You gotta play that capitalist game. It can help you. It doesn't have to, money is the root of all evil and all of those things. No, evil is the root of all evil. You know what I mean? Like, people kill people, not knives or guns. You know what I mean? Money is a tool. And I think you're starting to really see why it's not bad to give it, take it, and sometimes you have to spend it in order to make some more of it. Okay? The heart of it all, the center of your reading, you have the Two of Pentacles here in reverse. I'm just wondering, because I know I did set these cards all upright, and then I've got them all on this board reversed. I don't believe in coincidences, though, so there's a reason why they all came out reversed and not the other way around. Pentacles in reverse is like you've gambled, okay, and you realize that I feel like whoever this person that comes back around, it just feels like, like you did all that and it's like it's not really worth your time. You just accept that this relationship can't go any further. Like the way they think of you, the way they think that they should handle you, they've got a lot to deal with. And this could be vice versa. Maybe you've got a lot to deal with, and there's not enough care here for this relationship to go to the next level. But it does want to go. It feels like it could be. Okay. It feels like you might incur some financial situations here that, hey, Sassy, howdy, how you doing? Thank you for the sun. Thank you for the love. Make sure you're keeping your receipts. Whenever I see this Two of Pentacles in reverse, is like, keep your receipts. You might see where you could have done better. Be responsible, be dependable, and for sure, good things will come financially. I'm taking this to heart because I'm a Leo too, so it's like hurting my feelings a little bit too. Hey, Chris, what's up, honey? Welcome home. Okay. Right after that, you've got the Three of Pentacles here in reverse. It's maybe towards the 23rd or so. It feels like a kind of a tug of war between different types of relationships. Like, I feel like you've got this one person that comes back around, not really, lighting your fire, really. It could have been, but it's not. And then it's like a more solid relationship there that you've got some gossip, some meddling, things like that coming around. That's just making it even more confusing, Don't forget, people just love drama, And, they say, Leo, we are the dramatic ones or whatever. But truthfully, people just bring that shit to our door and we just not scared of it. We ain't going to back down from it. Everybody seems to have an idea of what to do as far as your money goes. You'll just have to work a little harder to do things on your own. I'm really blown away by this. I'm almost tempted to start this reading over because I feel like I don't know if these cards are all supposed to be in reverse like that. I'm going to ask, should I start it over? Is this the right thing to do? I think they want me to start it over. Start it over. Start it over. Reconsider. Take action. Start it over. Start it over. It felt wrong. It felt so wrong. Okay, I'm going to even leave this portion because maybe it's for somebody. It's just not like, I know better. Okay, so Leos, you get a double time reading. So don't scratch what I said, but there's some reason. I know we're going to look back at this in October and be like, oh, did you see? And then. Let me give this some shuffles here. Thank you, spirit guides, angels. You guys are amazing. You never leave my side. You give such clarity, guidance, and confirmation. You guys are amazing. We appreciate you for all your help. Please don't leave us. We really need you. Let's give it the shuffles it deserves. Hey, listen. Don't cry for me, Argentina. OMG. Miss Leo, did it alert you that I was live on YouTube? Or are you too busy in these live streams? No? Well, I'm live. I guess it'll... Well, I notice when it's live, it doesn't really do the notifications like if I were to upload a video. So once the live stream is ended, once it like configures to a recorded video, then it'll probably alert you. But we got ESP, baby. So all I had to do was just say, I'm about to do the Leo reading, and you popped up. Is that enough? I think it is. Thank you, guys. Okay. Let's get, you see, and then look, all these jumped right back out. Okay, spirit. And they now they're all tingling me and stuff. Yeah, they're like, no, we wanted all those cards. Well, you're going to have to make them come out individually, guys. I can't just keep taking big flops. Look, and then that Three of Pentacles still here in reverse. Like, it's still a situation. The first 10 days of September. Okay. First 10 days of September. Ooh. Okay. I don't know. Was that in or out? It was halfway. I don't know. Just like spirit, can y'all work with me here? Can we get in the subconscious the first 10 days? Wow. Sheesh. Well, which came first? That's 2. I don't know. I don't want to put my juice on it. Is this one? This one. Which one comes first? Okay. Thank you. Okay. 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 Oh, whoa. Come on. 2 of Pentacles right back in the building. Okay, so. Okay. Thank you. Last 10 days of September in love and money for Leo people. For the Leo people. Okay, so here we go. And okay. And okay. Wow. Some similarities in the 2 readings, but I feel like it's just a little bit more clear now, Leo. First 10 days, you got the Lovers. The love. Oh, yeah, I know there's Ms. Leo Gemini taking over the party. Can you leave some of the Geminis alone so that we can be free, Miss Leo? It's in love. This is expecting someone that's going to treat you like an equal. Okay. Don't be too impulsive in love. Okay. As far as money, you'll understand about the give and take, which is kind of like what I was saying in the first spread, where like you learn that you have to spend it to make it sometimes. Okay. The more you give, the more you receive here. You've got the 6 of Wands in reverse. I'm sure about the reversal this time. Still, this is well, remember it came out, it was like topsy-turvy. So it's either you've got like a lot of admirers, or if you know, since I'm a Leo, I can say it wasn't so much a lot of admirers. It's just like some really surprising actions from the couple of admirers, people that were around. Their intentions were just different. They're doing some passive aggressive things, man. Like, why are they being like that to us? What did we do to you guys? Nothing, I'm sure. But it hurts your feelings the first 10 days. There's something that it bugs you. And again, remember in the first reading, it was like you didn't even get a chance to say that it bugs you, and they didn't even have the balls or the audacity to say, like, you know, it is what it is, or, you know, like people really tried to game you, man, in the love department. As far as the money goes, it still feels like you'll have to start doing some more fundraising independently on your own. The people that you thought were going to be your people might not turn out to be your people. Okay. It's a good thing you're resourceful, you're motivated. It's a good thing that you did the legwork, the groundwork so far financially. So you might have to go off on your own recognizances here. In the subconscious, you've got this 5 of Cups. And I can say, you know, it's just that thing when people do stupid crap to you, you know, when, you know, for Leos, when our love isn't right, you know, our love life is awkward, somebody's kind of left you hanging, ghosted you, whatever, it bugs you because you wouldn't do that and you didn't deserve it, and it kind of, even though, you still move on, no Leo is going to sit and cry about anything forever. We will get up, we will move on, we will, be optimistic, but it's still subconsciously, it just eats at you like, what the, like, ooh, you don't even have a good reason, you know what I mean? So, don't let the way other people have treated you in the past and everything, don't let that change your beautiful heart, Leo. Okay. Hey, Monster King J, kick off your shoes, wash your hands, make yourself a plate, make yourself a drink, you family now. Thank you for the fave. Yeah, I'm even thinking about what Big Cookie Dough was saying earlier about like how he was at the party and he was asking women to dance and they were just like, no, that's all right. That's those like snide remarks and stuff that, you wondering, even though, we are confident beings, we just have to be. We are sunshine. We can give off warmth even if we're not feeling too hot ourselves. But subconsciously, our soul is Cancer, Our 12th house is Cancer. So it does bite at you. It does nitpick at you. It picks at it's a sore thing. It's like, why would you do that to a kitty? Why would you do that to a cat? It's cat abuse, you serial killer people. Don't they say like most serial killers and stuff, they start their careers with like animals, like house pets and stuff. So this is, we still gonna do what we gotta do, but deep down inside it's like it does chip at our confidence a bit. And I know I can feel it. Like I'm holding this card and I'm like, I feel the feels, even though there's so many other things, but it takes all the fun out of everything when there's some jerk treating you terrible, You've really got to work harder to think positive. When you have a little love interest in your life, it gives you the fuel. A little admiration goes a long way for a Leo, and not having it does start to affect other areas of our lives. Just try to remember to think positive about your financial situation, your money, and your future in love and romance. Okay. Towards the middle of the month here, you've got the Queen of Swords. She's in reverse. They're nicer people in reverse. Towards the middle of the month, like you really can't believe this fool really trying to they're really trying to ghost you. They're really not speaking. It's like, it's got you kind of brooding, you try to move on and whatever, but like I said, it's just a little chip on your shoulder. At some point, it's like you rather have it out, say what's on your mind, and not being able to confront the situation. It's making you distant from your friends, your other friends. Hey, Joelle, how are you? Welcome home. Peace, Your Highness. I'm doing the Leo reading. Yeah. When a Leo gets their feelings hurt, even they might still have others, but that one is still going to be a thorn in their side or in their paw, so it's making you withdraw from others as well, from your mate, from like there's something but there's something eating at you, and it does affect your attitude. You're on the right track as far as money goes. You do have a good idea of how this is supposed to work, how this should play out. And you just have to be prepared that it might not live up to your expectations. So it's like brush up on negotiating skills this month, Leo. Okay. In the center of it all, your house, your home, that's still good. And for sure, if there's ever a time, the middle of this month feels like a really good time to meet someone really special. It feels like after a little period of like, can't believe that boy ghosted me again. Like, I can't believe I fell for that dumbest shit again. You finally kind of check yourself and be like, you know what? Let me put on my dancing shoes, go outside. I can have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, here we are in a minute, baby. It feels like you've got some good real estate property investments that you can look forward to towards the middle of the month, maybe around the 14th or so. So that's good news. That feels better than that last reading. Like, oh, thank God, because, you know, this is still here, though. The Two of Pentacles is still here, but it's in the upright now, and I prefer that. And I'm not one to maneuver spirit or whatever. It was literally that I had all the cards in the upright. I shuffled them once, and then I started doing this, and like all of them came reversed. That's just, it was just like I made a little oopsie, a boo-boo, a boo-boo is all. So rectifying it, and we can see what energies came right back around. So this Two of Pentacles is still up. With the Lovers being here as well. So maybe it's two groups of Leo. Some of you might find yourself meeting two Mr. Rights, two Mrs. Rights. And then finding yourself kind of torn between two lovers or between work and, oh, you know what? There might be like just something that you're more like, usually this person is so go with the flow, they never have any demands. And as soon as you meet this other hot, spicy thing going on in the middle of the month, here comes Mr. Regular. Oh, right. Hey, Nick. Hey, Maya. It feels like the other person comes back around and says, like, you're mine. You're like, what? Like, you never wanted to like tell nobody we was together before, or you weren't trying to be in a serious relationship all this time until you see me happy with somebody else. Boy, the saga continues. Okay, and I'm getting by like the 21st, the 22nd of the month with this card here, you're going to really need to go ahead and bite the bullet and pay those bills that you have been kind of sorting around on the coffee table for the last couple of weeks. Like, do I want to pay it off? Do I want to just do this? Yeah, you're going to need to balance it all out by the maybe the 22nd of the month. Don't forget, this month also Mercury is retrograde. Hey Google, when does Mercury go retrograde?
On the web oprahdaily.com, they say the first retrograde of 2021 spans from January 30th to February 20th, Aquarius. The second time in 2021 that Mercury appears to cruise in reverse lasts from May 29th to June 22nd in Gemini. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
I hate you. I could have did that by myself. Thanks for nothing, Google. Thank you for adding me as a friend, Nitro. Yeah, Mercury is retrograde. Since you're gonna make me type it, some assistant he is. Yeesh. So when Mercury is retrograde, though, that is the best time to go back through all of your deals, your bills, about, looking through the details, revisit, rewind, anything that starts with RE, review, everything, repair, that's a great time to sit line by line with it. But I feel like you'll have a lot less to do if you get started before. So it starts retrograde on the 27th, Mercury does. Careful for your plans and stuff, your travel plans, all of those things, your car, your communication, your electronics, all of those things come into play when Mercury goes retrograde. And it'll be retrograde in the sign of Libra, which is a friendly house for Leos. However, Libra does rule like diplomacy, justice, and things like that. So if you can get squared away with any of those aspects of your life before retrograde starts, well before retrograde starts, because there's always like shadowy periods before and after it starts and ends. So I would definitely, I know who you are, Nick. I know who you are too, Maya. I know exactly who you are. See this big ass forehead? It's all brains in there, baby. Okay, so yeah, this feels like really good information for us Leos. With I'll give you a stopwatch. The 22nd, you need to get your affairs, your shit in order, so that you can kind of coast through the retrograde period. Okay. How can that play out? I'm curious, but I'm also like, I ain't scared of no retrograde. 37 coming through retrogrades. You can't stop me. Next. So maybe the 21st, the 19th or so. You've got the Sun. It's supposedly the happiest card in the deck. You got to be happy when you finally get the full Monty, the real clarity, the truth, there's this feels a lot like some travel, some like somebody finally coming to see you, or y'all are really planning a trip together. I feel like whoever this was that kind of comes and says like, but you're mine, and tries to make something official with you, I feel like you kind of go for it towards the end of the month. It's so back and forth. Gemini's card is here again after this. Yeah, so whoever you decide to go with between the two choices that you have, it feels like you are just really hot for each other. Honeymoon phase for real. Look at this. I've never really looked at him, this little baby. He's like pulling the red sheet like they're playing and they're naked. And I can just imagine Leo people running around the house naked, acting like kids. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It feels like around the 19th, the 20th, 21st, the check clears, the finances all seem to be in order. Something pays off in the best way possible, which is great because we want to get all of that stuff out the way before retrograde, okay? You do have this 10 of Swords here. Yeah, I know it's like, oh, a lot of readers don't want to say that it's the end, but the thing that I always like to remind people about the 10, and I can understand now, it does make so much sense that yes, it is painful. Oh, somebody stabbed you a lot, but you have all the facts now. That's the thing. Like, that's the beauty of this, is like, no longer can you be deceived. No longer can this be a lie. You know what I mean? No longer can you keep giving to people who would stab you in the back anyway. Now you know. So at this point, there's no false stuff. Found that you found it. I know it's like, it stings to find out. However, now that you know, there's like, it's like ripping the Band-Aid off. Like, okay. And you can still choose to go forward or something with the person or without them, with the situation or without it. And it just can't ever be like how it was before. It's never going to be like what you thought it was when you first started before, all honeymoon phases come to an end. So I'm just gotta get in. Remember, y'all are hot, running around the house naked and all that, and then you find out something like, "Are you married? Are you married?" So I think when you meet this person originally, you're gonna want to be very stern in making sure that you get a lot of details and put them through a good test before you get too involved. Don't get caught up too easily this time around with this new person. Okay. I feel like if it's the old person, you already know all their bullshit by now, but some kind of surprising new thing. Hello, Gemini person. I don't know how to read that because the lettering is hard, but welcome. Yeah, so don't forget to ask questions until you feel comfortable, for sure. As far as your money goes, it feels like just as soon as you got all this money, you got to pay all them bills at the same time. So there is a solution, though, like, at least now you know. So you got everything coming up. Some new horizon, something to make up for it. Like, okay, well, at least now you don't have all these bills. You know what I mean? You got to pay it. All right. Begrudgingly, you got to part with this money, but At least your house is paid, your bills are paid. Hey, Paul, how are you? Welcome, Your Highness. Well, I ain't seen you, Paul, in a while. Where the heck you been? Okay. Last card of the month. You have the Four of Pentacles here. Okay. So now you're trying to hold on to the little coins. As far as love goes, after you find out whatever the hell this is that you find out, don't shortchange yourself or try to, just because it was like, man, that was such good sex. So you know your boundaries, you know your standards, and don't change that for anyone. Okay. So don't be tempted to stay in this situation if you know it's futile. Don't make the idea of having a relationship more important than being in a real good relationship. And this feels like some kind of obligations here. Like, you know what? In my own personal situation, I could see how everything is perfect until I lay all the facts out on the table. And it might make me seem like a money grubbing type of person. Like my old views on relationships, it feels like it might catch up to you, kind of like, I thought we were both, innocent, young, free. What you mean you got a divorce that's not finalized? Like that kind of thing. Like it really puts a damper in the relationship, this new relationship. Paul, I see you. I'm recording Leo's monthly reading for YouTube, so sorry if I can't respond right away. As far as your money goes, it feels like, you come up on a lot of money, you have a good amount of bills that you end up having to pay in, and you are, not wanting to let it, squander all your earnings even more, trying to hold it, but don't be Leo, okay? That's what it is for you. Your advice for the month is to move in the spirit of La Temperance. So what does that mean? How can you go with the flow? How can you have moderation and balance? How can you make a big impact, a global impact? Are you taking care of your health? Are you conscious of your mental health, your spiritual health? All of these things are important. What is for healing? Okay. Consider the environment that you're in. Do you believe the universe is trying to help you? Be creative in your love relationships this month. It feels like you're going to have to be more discerning. And don't forget to put yourself first. Thank you, Miss Leo. Don't forget to put yourself first. And looking good is not enough. Like what's the bigger picture? What is it? What's it all for? It's not just enough that people want to do you, that they want to sleep with you, that they think you're cute this month. Who are they? If there was a need for volunteers, would they be the first type of person to put their hand up or the last? Do you respect them for that? Okay. And then as far as your money goes, moderation is key. You can gamble a little, but you got to save a little. You can, balance your checkbook, but you should also consider giving a little charity as well. Okay. One thing, this card represents Sagittarius, and they are some of the most free willingly giving people. That's why they always keep getting so lucky and coming into more, because they always give. They don't mind. Don't get me wrong, they'll haggle to death over the price of a new car or something like that, but when it's like their friends or something, here's $100, I'll pay for dinner, they don't mind. So don't be salty this month. And you seem like you're coming up on some money this month, so don't be too salty about it. Okay, Leos. That is your monthly reading for love and money in September. I will see you guys next month. Appreciate you. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. It does help. Peace. Okay.